Have you ever walked into a room, expecting warmth, only to feel a subtle chill? Perhaps it's with someone you've known for years, a family member, or even a new acquaintance. As we gather more wisdom and experience, navigating relationships can sometimes bring unexpected challenges. A quiet shift in dynamics that leaves us puzzled. It's a painful reality when connections that once felt strong begin to fray. Not with a loud argument, but with an unspoken tension, a hidden coolness. It's a secret, almost imperceptible hatred that can make you question what you've done wrong, when often it has nothing at all to do with you. This isn't about open conflict, but about those quiet, often unconscious signals that someone might harbor resentment or dislike as we age, even if they never say it aloud. In this video, we're going to explore 7 subtle but powerful signs that someone secretly harbors negative feelings towards you as you get older. And we'll uncover a profound insight from the brilliant mind of Jung that helps us understand why. Understanding these signs isn't about fostering paranoia, but about protecting your peace and recognizing what's truly happening beneath the surface of everyday interactions. Watch to the end, because the final insight will truly surprise you. Let's gently ease into the first sign, one that often whispers rather than shouts. You might notice a consistent pattern of subtle dismissiveness or even a hint of condescension in their words or actions towards you. It's not an overt insult, but perhaps they frequently interrupt you when you're speaking, as if your thoughts or experiences hold less weight or value. They might talk over you, dismiss your opinions with a wave of a hand, or subtly belittle your concerns, framing them as trivial or exaggerated. For example, you might be sharing a story about a new hobby you've picked up, something you're truly excited about, and they quickly change the subject, or interject with a story about themselves that completely overshadows yours. Or perhaps you express a concern about a health matter, and they respond with a patronizing tone, saying something like, "Oh, you're just getting older, that's normal," rather than offering genuine empathy or listening to your feelings. This dismissiveness isn't always malicious in intent on a conscious level, but it can stem from an unconscious desire to assert dominance or diminish your presence. Carl Jung's concept of the shadow can offer a powerful lens here. Often, what we dislike or resent in others is a reflection of something we haven't acknowledged or accepted within ourselves. As we age, our circumstances change, our roles in society might shift, and some people struggle with their own feelings about getting older, about perceived losses of youth or vitality. When they see someone else, like you, embracing life, pursuing new interests, or simply navigating aging with grace, it can unconsciously trigger their own insecurities or unfulfilled desires. Their subtle dismissal of you might not be about you at all, but a projection of their own fears or unresolved feelings about aging, their own struggles with perceived limitations. They might subtly try to shrink your light because they feel their own is dimming. It's a coping mechanism, often unconscious, to manage their own discomfort. Recognizing this pattern allows you to detach yourself emotionally from their behavior. It's not about you being less valuable. It's about them wrestling with their own internal landscape. Moving on. Another common sign is a consistent pattern of avoidance and evasion. This goes beyond someone just being busy or having a packed schedule. You might notice that they frequently find reasons not to be around you, or they consistently make excuses when you suggest spending time together. Perhaps they're always too tired, have other plans, or simply don't respond to your invitations at all, only to later post on social media about activities they're doing with others. This isn't about a one-off cancellation. It's a recurring theme. You might feel a noticeable distance growing, a sense that you are being subtly pushed away. They might avoid eye contact, keep conversations brief and superficial, and actively steer clear of situations where they might have to engage with you on a deeper level. This avoidance can manifest in group settings too. They might gravitate towards others, turning their back on you, or simply disappearing from the room. When you enter, it's a nonverbal message, a subtle withdrawal that speaks volumes. This kind of behavior can be incredibly hurtful because it leaves you feeling unwanted or unworthy of their time and attention. From a Jungian perspective, avoidance can be a way for individuals to escape confronting their own shadow projections. if they unconsciously resent something about you, or if your presence brings up uncomfortable feelings within them. Avoiding you becomes a defense mechanism. They might be avoiding the parts of themselves that your presence highlights, perhaps their own envy, their own feelings of inadequacy, or even their discomfort with the natural process of aging. It's easier to avoid the trigger, which is you, than to confront the underlying issues within themselves. This isn't about your personal worth. It's about their internal struggle and their inability to deal with it maturely. Understanding this helps you to not internalize their avoidance as a personal failing on your part, but rather as a symptom of their own unresolved inner conflicts. They are, in a way, avoiding themselves by avoiding you. And building on this, a third powerful sign that someone secretly dislikes you as you get older is a distinct lack of empathy or emotional coldness when you are experiencing difficulties or sharing vulnerabilities. When life throws you a curveball, a health setback, a personal loss, or simply a tough day, their response is strikingly different from what you'd expect from a caring friend or family member. Instead of offering comfort, a listening ear, or words of encouragement, they might react with indifference, a blank stare, or even a subtle, almost imperceptible hint of satisfaction at your misfortune. It's a chilling response that leaves you feeling alone and unheard. For instance, you might confide in them about a painful experience, and they immediately change the subject, offer a dismissive platitude, or worse, seem to take a perverse pleasure in your struggles. They might say something like, "Well, that's just life," with a shrug, or perhaps even offer an unhelpful, blaming comment. You won't feel supported, you'll feel exposed and then abandoned. This emotional coldness isn't just a lack of empathy. It's an active withholding of warmth and connection precisely when you need it most. It's a way of creating distance and reinforcing their hidden negative feelings. Jung's concept of the shadow again illuminates this. When someone expresses emotional coldness, it often means they are deeply uncomfortable with certain emotions, either their own or others. They might have a repressed shadow of compassion or kindness that they deny themselves and, by extension, deny to others. Furthermore, if they secretly resent you, your suffering might unconsciously validate their negative feelings towards you. It aligns with their hidden narrative that you deserve less, or that misfortune should befall you. This isn't a healthy response, but it's a powerful indicator of deeply buried resentment. Their inability to offer comfort isn't a reflection of your worthiness of support, but a reflection of their own emotional blockages and hidden feelings towards you. It's a sad reality, but recognizing it protects your heart from continuing to seek warmth from a place that only offers ice. As we continue our journey into understanding these subtle signs, let's consider a particularly insidious one: gossip and backbiting. This isn't just casual chit-chat or sharing news. It's a deliberate act of spreading negative stories, rumors, or criticisms about you behind your back. You might hear it secondhand from others, or you might even witness them actively listening to or encouraging others who are speaking poorly of you. They might present themselves as concerned, saying things like, "Oh, I'm just worried about them," while subtly twisting facts or highlighting your perceived flaws. For example, if you decide to downsize your home, they might whisper to others that you can't afford your old place anymore, rather than acknowledging your desire for simplicity. Or if you're enjoying a new freedom in retirement, they might spread rumors that you're irresponsible or don't know what to do with yourself. This behavior serves a clear purpose to diminish your reputation, isolate you from others, and indirectly express their hidden animosity without direct confrontation. It's a way of tearing you down while maintaining a veneer of innocence. They might even try to turn others against you, creating a narrative that casts you in a negative light. This can be incredibly damaging because it erodes trust and poisons the well of your social connections. Carl Jung's insight into the shadow is profoundly relevant here. People who engage in backbiting are often projecting their own unacknowledged flaws, insecurities, or resentments onto others. They might be envious of aspects of your life, your perceived happiness, your resilience, or even just your ability to live authentically. Instead of confronting their own envy or discontent, they project it onto you, attempting to elevate themselves by pulling you down. They might also be expressing their own unintegrated shadow qualities, like malice or jealousy, through the safe channel of gossip, where they don't have to own these negative traits themselves. They might secretly wish they had your courage, your peace, or your health. And the only way they can deal with that discomfort is by trying to undermine you. So, when you encounter this, remember it's less about your actual character and more about their unaddressed internal conflicts and hidden resentments manifesting in a harmful way. It's a clear signal that their feelings are far from positive. Next, a very common and often frustrating sign is consistent passive-aggressive behavior. This is a subtle, indirect expression of hostility. Rather than an open confrontation, it can manifest as small, seemingly accidental slights or forgotten promises that are not quite direct enough to challenge. They might agree to do something for you and then forget, or do it poorly, making it seem like an oversight. For example, you ask them to pick up something important for you, and they conveniently forget or pick up the wrong item, causing you inconvenience. Or perhaps they make a sarcastic remark disguised as a joke, then claim you're too sensitive when you react. "Oh, I was just teasing," they might say. Even though the comment clearly stung, they might procrastinate on tasks that benefit you, give you the silent treatment for perceived grievances, or even subtly sabotage your efforts without leaving a clear trace. You might feel a constant sense of frustration, wondering if you're overthinking things, because their actions are never overtly aggressive, but the negative impact is undeniable. It's a way of exerting control and expressing displeasure without having to take responsibility for their true feelings. This kind of behavior is often fueled by unacknowledged anger or resentment. From a Jungian perspective, passive aggression is a classic manifestation of a repressed shadow. The person is unable or unwilling to express their direct negative emotions, anger, jealousy, frustration, in a healthy, assertive way. Instead, these emotions seep out indirectly, through actions that cause discomfort or harm without overt confrontation. They might be harboring a deep-seated dislike that they are either unaware of or too fearful to confront directly. So it comes out in these indirect, insidious ways. Your presence might trigger something within their shadow that they are not ready to face, and the passive aggression is a way to push you away or subtly punish you without a direct fight. Understanding this helps you to see through the innocent facade and recognize the underlying hostility. It's not about their forgetfulness or clumsiness. It's about their hidden emotional landscape. A sixth sign, and one that can sting deeply, is their refusal to acknowledge or celebrate your successes. When good things happen to you, whether it's achieving a long-term goal, receiving an award, finding new joy, or simply sharing a piece of good news, their reaction is notably absent of genuine enthusiasm or happiness for you. Instead, they might minimize your achievement, quickly change the subject, or even try to subtly detract from your accomplishment. For instance, if you share exciting news about a new project you're embarking on, they might say, "Oh, that's nice," with a flat tone, then immediately pivot to talking about their own unrelated matters. Or if you receive recognition for something, they might remark, "Well, anyone could have done that," or attribute your success to luck rather than your effort. You might notice a tightening in their expression, a lack of genuine eye contact, or an uncomfortable silence when you expect a shared moment of joy. They might even try to find fault in your success or point out potential downsides, rather than simply celebrating with you. This isn't just a lack of interest. It's an act of withholding of positive affirmation and a clear indication of resentment. Their inability to celebrate your triumphs reveals a deeper, uncomfortable truth about their feelings towards you. Here, Carl Jung's concept of envy within the shadow is particularly insightful. When someone cannot celebrate your successes, it often points to a deep-seated envy or insecurity within them. Your achievements might unconsciously highlight their own perceived failures, unfulfilled desires, or feelings of stagnation, especially as people age and compare their paths. Instead of being inspired or feeling happiness for you, they feel diminished by your rise. Their shadow might be whispering thoughts of, "Why them and not me?" or "They don't deserve that." This envy is so uncomfortable that they project it onto you as a quiet resentment, manifesting as an inability to genuinely cheer you on. It's not about your success being undeserving. It's about their internal struggle with their own sense of worth and accomplishment. Recognizing this painful truth allows you to protect your energy and seek genuine celebration from those who truly wish you well. It's a powerful indicator that their hidden feelings are anything but supportive. Finally, we arrive at the seventh, and perhaps most profound, sign. One that truly embodies Carl Jung's powerful insight, and it's the shadow reflection itself. This sign often encompasses and explains many of the others. Sometimes, someone secretly hates you not because of anything you have specifically done, but because you embody something they despise or fear within themselves, or something they wish they had but believe they cannot possess. You are, in essence, an unconscious mirror reflecting their own unintegrated shadow aspects. For example, if you are living a life of independence and freedom in your older years, pursuing passions and maintaining vitality, someone who feels trapped, stagnant, or defined by their limitations might unconsciously resent you. Your very existence highlights their own unaddressed fears about aging, their regrets, or their perceived lack of control. They might project their own self-hatred for their perceived weaknesses or unfulfilled desires onto you. Or perhaps you are particularly resilient in the face of adversity, and they harbor a shadow of victimhood or helplessness within themselves. Your strength then becomes a painful reminder of their own perceived weakness, leading them to unconsciously resent you. This isn't about you doing anything wrong. It's about their inner landscape being stirred by your presence. The hatred isn't truly about you. It's about their own internal conflict, their unacknowledged aspects, their own shadow that they project outwards. This can be the most surprising and freeing realization. The signs we've discussed: dismissiveness, avoidance, coldness, gossip, passive aggression, and a refusal to celebrate your successes are often just different facets of this deeper shadow projection. When someone subtly undermines you, it's often because they are trying to manage their own discomfort with the parts of themselves that you unwittingly highlight. Their secret hatred is a manifestation of their own unintegrated shadow, the parts of themselves they deny, suppress, or are ashamed of. It could be their own aging anxieties, their unfulfilled dreams, their repressed anger, or their own capacity for malice, instead of confronting these uncomfortable truths within themselves. It's easier to project them onto an external target, you. The surprise here is that their hatred isn't a testament to your flaws, but often a testament to their own inner battles. It's a painful but powerful insight that frees you from the burden of taking their behavior personally. So, we've explored these 7 powerful signs, from subtle dismissiveness and emotional coldness to the insidious nature of gossip and the often frustrating passive aggression, all leading us to Carl Jung's profound insight of the shadow reflection. Understanding these patterns isn't about becoming suspicious of everyone around you, but about recognizing where true emotional safety lies and protecting your peace. Remember, as we navigate the richness of our later years, our relationships should ideally bring us joy, support, and genuine connection. When they consistently bring discomfort, confusion, or a lingering sense of being unwelcome, it's a signal that something deeper is at play. Small changes in your awareness can make a profound difference to your emotional well-being and overall happiness. You have the wisdom and the right to surround yourself with people who genuinely lift you up, who celebrate your successes, and who offer true empathy and warmth. You don't need to try and fix others or absorb their projected negativity. Instead, focus on nurturing relationships that are built on mutual respect and authentic connection. This journey of life is meant to be enjoyed, and you deserve to feel valued and understood by those in your circle. I hope this deep dive into these often hidden dynamics has given you a clearer perspective and a sense of empowerment. If any of these signs resonated with you, or if you have experienced similar situations, please share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. Your insights help us all learn and grow together. If you found value in this conversation, please give the video a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more helpful content designed to help you live your best life at every age. Thank you for spending this time with me. Live your best life at every age.